What is up, boys? It's your boy Skinny here, and welcome back to yet another episode of Pokemon Legends Arceus. How are we all doing today? You might be noticing that there is something a bit different about this video, and you would be right. I am actually recording all this voice business in post because my brain likes to not work sometimes, and I ended up recording this entire episode, the whole thing, with my microphone muted. I know, I'm one smart cookie, that's for sure. So basically, this is how the video is going to be for today. It's going to be a little bit different in editing and a few other aspects, but I hope you'll indulge me. It shouldn't be too dissimilar to the other videos that we've got going, but it's going to be tweaked slightly. So, to kick it all off, at the very start of today's excursions, we did what any sensible Pokemon trainer would do, and we made some balls. Just a few. There's a fine line when it comes to ball amounts, but if you pass that threshold, you'll never dig your way out of the balls. So we didn't want to go too overboard. We also talked to this guy about his sister being lost in the Crimson Mirelands, promised him we'd go find her, and left swiftly. And as you can see here, I'm trying to show off how I caught an Eevee while off camera, but it doesn't really translate seeing as you can't hear what I'm saying. But yes, I caught a level 2 Eevee, and he's going to be the best Eevee you've ever seen. He's gonna grow up so big and strong and manly, I just know it. But after my humble display, we headed to Jubilife's front gate and traveled to the Crimson Mirelands. Right out the gate, I threw a berry at the ground in front of me. Why, you might ask? There's really no good reason other than I pressed the wrong button. That, or I was just hoping for something cool to happen. But who's to say? Moving forward, we fought a handful of Pokemon, leveling up our newest addition to the team quite hastily due to his low level. They grow up so fast. Looking at the magical floating compass above my head, I decided the best route to get to our next destination was straight through the mountains. Spoiler, it wasn't, but it also was. A little bit of a struggle, hard work, and elbow grease was all it took for us to trek directly over the mountains, with the reward on the other side being an open, yet moderately forested area home to a fair amount of pseudo-wudo. I got a few of them, but there wasn't much else to see, so we carried on. Further along the trail, it started getting dark out. The night was closing in, and the night had a few treats for us. The first being a handful of encounters with Murkrow. We caught a couple of them. And the second being our dear Drifloon evolving into Drifloon. We'll miss you, little balloon man. Eventually, we reached the nearby Diamond Clan settlement, in which there was a group of Psyduck with headaches that I don't think any of us could even fathom, let alone experience, and we were instructed to go retrieve some medicine for the poor Pokemon. Did we? No. I have to go save the world. Thank you very much. I don't have time for such menial tasks. Onward we trekked across the barren landscape on the back of Ursaluna in search of Arzu of the Diamond Clan. With the help of the big bear's heightened senses, we were able to find Arzu no problem. She was sitting on the ground near a tree, talking about how she hurt her ankle. Boo-hoo. When I was your age, I had to walk uphill to school both ways. That's literally such a stupid joke. Not long after, Kolaba stepped into the conversation, comforting Arzu, all that jazz, followed by Adaman in short succession. Lady Lilligant, the upcoming noble Pokemon, was spoken of, and how we needed to quell her frenzy, much in the same way we did Cleavor, and that was basically it. Not much to it. Continuing on, we found some treasure with the help of Ursaluna, caught some Pokemon, including a Haunter or two, and then decided to head back to base camp. And with the single brain cell that my Pokemon and I share, I thought, hey, jumping across that river would be a great idea. After getting a running start on the back of Weirdeer, we jumped and came crashing down into the water, drowning in the process. But second time's the charm, as we made it across with no problem at all. We made it back to camp and moved right along. So, I have yet to understand why I do the things I do, but after returning to the base camp, I headed up a hill to where we had previously found an alpha Raichu in an attempt to catch it, but the game wouldn't let me for some reason. So we ran off, struggled up the mountainside again, fought just too many Gravelers, and faced off against a Rhyhorn. This whole time, our new friend Eevee was really leveling up, getting closer and closer to evolving. It had only been like 45 minutes, and he was already that high of a level. I told you he'd grow up to be big and strong. My eye was then caught by an Alpha Onyx atop a hill, and I, being the genius I am, decided to fight it. It was not having it. He moved so frantically, murdered my Psyduck in cold blood, and shot little beams at us as we ran away. Not entirely sure what move that was, but I digress. I'm definitely not doing that again. We crossed the Mirelands with haste, arriving at Lady Lilligant's arena, where Adaman stood guard over the area in which Lilligant resided. He asked me if my team and I were ready for the battle, and I had to think it over a little bit. Am I? Will I ever be ready? Will my Pokemon ever be prepared for this fight? How am I to tell? Send me a sign, somebody! Yeah, I guess we're ready. The fight honestly was not too hard, but she did give me a run for my money for sure. There was a lot of movement during the fight, her jumping and slamming down with AoE bursts, having to constantly be on my toes, ready to dodge at a moment's notice. I did get beat up a little bit, but it wasn't anything too crazy. I gotta say though, these boss fights against the Frenzied Lords are a lot of fun. I love the mechanics of them, and just the fast-paced nature of it is a blast in my opinion. It's so different to how Pokemon has been in the past, and I think it's a nice refresher. The fact that I didn't even need to use a Pokemon to beat her is certainly interesting, but in a good way. The Balms were all I needed to quell her frenzy, sending us into the final cutscene animation of the last Balm bursting and there being a massive orb of light that exploded from her. And with that, the fight was over. Immediately following the fight, we were given praise by the three standing idly by, Arzu, Adaman, and Kalaba, amazed by how my Pokemon and I could manage something so incredible. And then here, zoom in, right here, this is the moment that I realized that my mic had been muted the whole time. Look at that face. That's his angry face. What an idiot. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, Future Skinny. It's been a great time. Pretty chill hang sesh for sure. I'll hand it off to Video Skinny now. Alright, give me a kiss. Drive safe. Love you. Bye. Well, just realized that my mic was muted the whole fucking time. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. As always, if you enjoyed the video, definitely leave a like on it and also subscribe and hit that bell so you can get all those notifications. All of it is free and it helps the channel out a lot, gets it out there to any people who might enjoy this content. Hope to see you guys in the next video, but until then, as always, have a good one, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.